Let's get it then.
Let's get it then.
Regular people, sports. What's happening? What's happening? Big trades going down. Key motion in the building. Hey,
Woo.
what's going on? What's going
Boy,
on, Key? Tell us something.
I ain't think I was gonna get that text today. Miles Garrett,
Yeah,
Los Angeles Rams. He put a
yeah.
he just pulled a LeBron. That man went from
That boy.
Cleveland to LA.
Hey man, he did, didn't he? I
That
ain't
boy
even think of that. That
that
boy
boy
did
just
just pull a LeBron,
he
bro.
just pulled a LeBron, boy.
That boy Gilbert Arena, he lit. That boy lit over there. Everybody happy, man. You know, big time trade. I couldn't believe it, but they say it's been brewing for a while. Miles Garrett been requested for a trade a year ago. I don't know if nobody knew, but I mean, Miles Garrett, he can't get to where he trying to go in Cleveland. It's hard to be successful in Cleveland, you know, as we all can see. I feel like if you ask me who won the trade, I feel like both parties win because, you know, Cleveland, you trade Miles Garrett for a 2027 first, I think 2028 second, and a 2029 third. I haven't really looked at it, but off the top of my head, I think that's what it was. And I feel like the Browns got better. They can't win anything with Miles Garrett. We have seen that the past 3-4 years. I mean, they got a lot of things they need to add to even make the playoffs coming out of the AFC North. So they got some draft compensatory, and they want to build on that. And the Rams, they're trying to win now. You telling me you get Braden Fisk, Byron Young, Miles Garrett. Hold on. Let me go down the line real quick.
They sent Jared Verse, right? They sent Jared Verse.
Yeah, they sent Jared Verse. But let me give you a fun fact. Let me give you a fun fact. Miles Garrett, bro, he had more sacks last year than Jared Verse got in his career. So, I mean, you give up Jared Verse the 2027 first, 2028 second, and the 2029 third. I mean, Verse is not even, near Miles Garrett level. But they gave up picks. They, like I said, they can't really do anything with Miles Garrett. They're not gonna be anything for the next couple years. They say they're trying to maybe get Archie, but that's a whole nother story. The last 10 years, the Rams haven't had a first round pick only in 2024 and 2026. 2024, it was Jared Verse, and he was eventually traded in a Miles Garrett deal to Cleveland, I think. In 2026, this past year, they drafted Ty Simpson. 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No first round picks. So they say, what's his name? Les Snead say fuck them picks.
Yeah, I feel like when I look at the Rams is a real hands-on type of organization. When I look at this deal, Miles Garrett, he been in Cleveland too damn long, man. He been out there for I don't know how long, and I feel like it gets to a point where a player, he want to change. I know this logistically made sense, but I think this emotionally made sense for Miles Garrett to make this move. You know what I'm saying? He's been in Cleveland for a long time. He gave them a lot, man, and led sacks, broke records. And I think it was a perfect landing spot for him, especially, with the Rams, their situation. They made a huge trade for Trent McDuffie this offseason. You see they pouring into the defense.
Exactly. Jalen Watson.
They got Matthew Stafford back. Matthew Stafford, I mean, this is probably gonna be his last year. Maybe 2 more years, but it's just like, I feel like as an organization, the Rams is just they've been doing an amazing job because I mean, they setting it up for a Hollywood ending out in LA.
Yeah, man.
If they can win the Super Bowl this year in their home stadium, you know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what their weakness was in the playoffs. They couldn't get no pressure on the quarterback. They DBs was getting cooked. So you add Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson with that pass rush, and pass defense. That's gonna get them over a hump. The odds went up plus 200 for the Rams winning Super Bowl after this trade, bro. So, hey, that was a blockbuster right there. Blockbuster.
Blockbuster trade, man. It was a great trade. I know Miles Garrett. I know he's excited. I mean, to go from Cleveland,
happy for him.
I mean, that was he finna do his thing, man. And
People don't understand who's Miles, like the impact he has coming off that edge, not just sacking the quarterback, but just the game, bro. He be bored. He disrupt plays. And you telling me you put him on the Rams? that edge with that offense, bro, they put up 30. They average 30, 40 a game, bro. That's what got them to the Super Bowl. And you telling me this past year, if they would have had that team that they got now, they would have easily won. They would have beat Seattle.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't get no pressure on Sam Darnold. You know, he's just sitting back there shredding them. And you put McDuffie on JSN, yeah, man, they got better. They got a lot better, man. That boy, they cooking over there. They cooking. So that Ty Simpson draft pick, you know, they ain't Sean McVay, he really didn't like that pick. He like, okay, it's all good. Y'all think this something?
Yeah, I think Sean McVay
you know what I'm saying?
better right now for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Ty Simpson pick, yeah, it kind of went over people's heads, but this one right here, this is a sledgehammer. They dropped they did something with this one.
Yeah, they were like, you thought it was over?
McDuffie was good. I mean, McDuffie, that was a big trade too. So I mean, the Rams, I mean, they
I feel like they were still trying to
yeah, they trying to run it back, man. And yeah, they definitely the favorites from the NFC. You know, hopefully, you know, maybe if they play the Falcons, we'll see how that works out. You know, I know
only thing we played them this year.
Yeah, but I mean,
not in regular season, but if we meet them.
As a Falcons fan, I know this, you know, this is something that you know, I know you wish he was in the AFC because I mean, if the Falcons got to go through the Rams to get to the Super Bowl, you know, that's gonna be pretty, you know, that's gonna be tough. But
like I say, let's just make the playoffs first.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, we never know. It's the season, you know. The NFL is tricky because you know people can have so many predictions, bro, and they think, oh, this team gonna make it, but then the Rams might come out and be sorry as hell. It's like
exactly,
you don't know what
and have a slow start, barely make the wild card or something.
You got the world champs in your division. I mean, don't just think Seattle just finna, you know, Seattle. You know, you got.
I think Seattle gonna make a run back again too.
Yeah, you know, so
they play together.
A lot of things got to get up. You know, Kubiak gone. You know, but you know the Rams definitely favorite to win the NFC West. AJ Brown, that boy on the move, he joined his old coach in New England. Big trade. Of course, the Eagles, you know, they was going through it with him, you know, a lot of talk and off the field stuff. And, you know, they drafted Mekhi Lemon, you know, and they feel like, you know, they in a good position. I don't know what was the deal, the terms of the deal. What did the Eagles give up and what did the Patriots give up? Do you know the details on that?
Yeah, the Patriots got a lot better as well. I mean, I ain't know as well. They did get better. They got a 2027. They got AJ Brown. Eagles got a 2027 fifth and a 2028 first for AJ Brown. That was the deal. AJ Brown for
got a first. They got a first for him too.
Yeah, they got a 2028 first. Yeah, they got a first. And they, you know, the Eagles, you know, Devontae Smith, he's a wide receiver one now. And, you know, they got Devontae Wicks over there, Hollywood Brown.
I like
you
Wick.
know,
I like
so
Wick.
so that offense is gonna look a lot better. Hurts gonna have to spread the ball. All that, like, I don't know. That offense is gonna look different. They got a new OC too. I think that's gonna expose them. I don't know. I think the Eagles gonna get exposed like they always do on offense. And I feel like Hurts is gonna be forced to play out of his comfort zone. I don't think he's a spread, drop back 5 wide, you know, quarterback. But with AJ Brown, I think they did a lot of blocking too. You know,
right? AJ Brown, big dude. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. 2 tight ends, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. They did a lot of blocking, bro. So AJ Brown, that boy be blocking too. He a big body. The offense is gonna look different when he's gone. So I'm interested to see how Hurts is gonna look. I don't think he's gonna look, you know, I think he's gonna be a mediocre quarterback. The way he has to change his game, he's not no drop back, throw it 30 times a game. So I'm interested to see how the Eagles gonna look, and the Patriots, they got a lot better. You seen what happened when they played against, you know, the Eagles, not the Eagles, but the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. How, you know, Stephon Diggs and Booty, you know, they need a big time threat on the outside.
Yeah.
Who gonna, you know, draw some attention.
Yeah. I think the Eagles definitely they got smaller on the perimeter for sure. You know, with a guy like Saquon and that running game, he loves to crash outside the tackle. So, you know, Devontae Smith and Mekhi Lemon, they're gonna have to step up. I like the Dante. I like Wicks though. You know, he ain't like, you know, super established, but I seen him make some big plays when he was playing with the Packers. But yeah, I think the Eagles definitely, you know, they gonna have some figuring out to do as far as like, you know, on the perimeter. You know, I think Devontae Smith, I mean, he I don't know.
I think Devontae.
I like his position as far as when I like him as like a second option slot guy. You know, the fact that he's about to be the number one receiver, you
I
know.
think he gonna be a solid number one. I think Devontae Smith gonna eat if Jalen Hurts give him the ball though.
But that's what I'm saying. Jalen Hurts, he's like a
He's
dink and
not that
dunk
type
type
of
of guy.
quarterback.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts want to dink and dunk. I mean, Devontae Smith, he runs some great comebacks. He run great comebacks.
And he can stretch the field too.
Yeah, but it's like them slants and stuff. You know, Hurts like to throw all them slants and shit.
Yeah, to AJ Brown, really.
Like that's you know, of course, you know, they got to evaluate Mekhi Lemon. You know, he ran a lot of short routes in college and he used to break and you know, he gets in space and he's
That ain't gonna
you
cut
know,
it, bro. You
we'll
gotta
see.
stretch that ball.
Yeah, you definitely got to stretch the ball. I think that, you know, I think the Eagles gonna be all right though. I think they got a plan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it all comes down to the quarterback and how Jalen Hurts can, you know, adjust because the guy AJ Brown out there, he was definitely, you know, even when he wasn't getting the ball, he made them better because it's just like you got
Exactly. He's
big
a
body.
decoy.
He out there looking like Julio Jones. He a dog, man. So you know
Sure.
he's back with what's the head coach of the Patriots
Mike
name?
Vrabel?
Yeah, he back with Mike Vrabel. I didn't even realize he played with Vrabel for so long in Tennessee. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
So
That's what people
it's
don't
like
understand.
it's a full circle moment, you know, and that matters. That's huge. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? That connection is
Big
there. You
time.
know, he's a big personality. You know, he speaks his mind. And, you know, Mike Vrabel is a great players coach. So I think he's going to
Bruh.
well.
They got a lot better. And it's like, I couldn't believe they made it to the Super Bowl with that offense they had.
Yeah.
Their defense was just that top notch. Their
Yeah.
offense, bro, was bottom of the league. Like, I mean, bro, statistically, I mean, I think they had a lot of good third down conversion, but as far as the offense, bro, they was lackluster. And you put AJ Brown, you know, that big time threat to take some, you know, attention away, basically.
Yeah.
You still can run the ball with Ramondre Stevenson. I
Yeah.
don't know how they even succeed with that offense they just had. But they was doing it. They found, you know, they finding ways. What's his name? Daniel. I forgot his first name.
I mean,
Offense coordinator.
Drake May played really well. You know what I'm saying? He played well.
May.
He played well. You know what I'm saying? He made, you know, what he had. You know, of course he had, you know, Diggs and Booty and all that stuff like that. But, you know, adding a guy like AJ Brown to be, you know, that's a good weapon for him. So out of
For
all
sure.
these four teams, you know, that was in this deal, from this NFC deal to this AFC deal, from the Rams to the Browns to the Patriots to the Eagles, what team do you think, you know, kind of, if you was the GM, what team you think the GM is the happiest, like just out of this whole, out of this whole situation?
Yeah, I think the Rams, man, they ecstatic, bro.
Yeah.
Like everybody thought it was over with that first round pick with Ty Simpson. They was kind of looking crazy.
Yeah.
Sean McVay, you know, it was like an uproar a little bit. People really
Yeah.
didn't, you know, couldn't feel how that was going. We
Right.
was wondering like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
And they weren't finished, bro. You
Yeah.
know, they came, you know, in free agency, Jalen Watson and McDuffie, you know, to mimic the crazy duo. Both of them guys came from Kansas City. And then you put the nail in the coffin with Myles Garrett, bro. They turned right now, bro. LA is lit.
Yeah, LA is lit, man.
Come
And you know,
on, bro. Myles Garrett, bro, the way he plays, he loves football. He ain't no flashy guy. There's a dog coming off that head. He don't care about nothing but football. He gonna take your head off, boy.
and he got to play. Okay, who the Cardinals quarterback? Who the Cardinals got at quarterback?
Man, I don't know. I don't even know. That's a great question.
Okay, you got Sam Darnold. You know he gonna get on his ass. You
Bruh.
got who else they got over there in the NFC West? What you got?
Bruh,
Brock Purdy? Oh man, somebody get Treon on the phone, man.
Boy, I'm telling you, you got Purdy, and then you got Darnold. These guys ain't just no veteran.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they
not
ain't
no
no
electric
just
guys. They not them quarterbacks he had in the AFC North. He gonna
Bro, no
drag these.
sir. These quarterbacks you can rattle.
He
These
gonna,
type guys,
that's what
Sam
I'm
Darnold,
saying.
Drake May. I mean not Drake May, NFC West, Brock Purdy.
Yeah, and
These guys
whoever.
can easily be rattled. All you gotta do is hit them one time.
Yeah, especially
You
Sam
hit
Darnold.
you hit Purdy one time, Matt Jones coming in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Purdy.
Shanahan to swap them out so quick.
Purdy and
Bro,
Donald don't want to see Myles Garrett. I promise you,
God,
they probably the most unhappy people out this situation.
boy.
All the quarterbacks in the NFC West. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the NFC, boy.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
They don't know what they done did.
That boy Sean McVay says, watch this.
Boy, Les Snead. That boy Les Snead said, fuck them pigs.
Man, what? Good day today, NFL, man.
Good day, man. Good day. Productive day.
Productive day. Appreciate y'all joining. We coming with these videos back to back. You know, the NFL make the story. We report the news our way. Regular People Sports. If you want to join the show, if we got any Rams fans, I know y'all excited. Y'all can come talk about it on the show. Any Patriots fans, any Cleveland fans, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get on there and join us, man. We appreciate y'all watching. We're going to keep coming with it. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.